Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to delete a file with Python. So let's take a look here. I'm actually going to create a script. I'm gonna create a separate directory to put the file in. We're going to actually create a file, then show you how we delete it. So I'm just going to quick jump into this directory test2, right? And I'm just going to say, I'm going to show you what's in this directory. No files in here yet. So we're going to create a file called myfile.txt. Okay, so there we go. We got a file called myfile.txt. We should probably just put something in it, right? So there we go. Just threw some random text in that file. So we have one file called myfile.txt, and we're going to want to delete this with file or with Python, right? So I'm going to create a script called delete.py. Now I could just run this directly from the Python interpreter, but I felt like this is something that I should probably just put in an actual script, however small it may be. So here's my script, delete.py. Now I'm just gonna, so basically my example that I have here on the right side, I use the exact same file name from this. So I'm basically just going to copy this and paste it right here in this script. So first thing you're going to want to do is import OS. So you're going to import OS at the beginning of your script. And then from OS, you're going to say os.remove. So that remove function is going to actually remove the file and specify the file that you want to remove. Now this is using a relative path. So in this case, it's going to remove, myfile.txt from your current directory. So we're going to, I'm going to write and quit. I'm just going to save this file now. And let's see what's in our current directory. So you'll see we have myfile.txt that we want to delete, and we have delete.py. Delete.py looks like this. We just have our import OS and OS remove file. All right, so let's run it. So say Python 3 delete. All right, so we'll just run the script. It ran, did no output or anything. It just did its thing. Now, if we list out the files in the current directory, you notice myfile.txt is gone. We only have our script left in this directory, and we've successfully deleted myfile.txt. So there you go. Now let's say if you wanted to check if the file exists before attempting to delete it. Obviously, if it doesn't exist, you can't delete it. But if you want to just verify that it is existing before you attempt to delete it, you can do that too. So for example, if we try to run the script now, it gives you an error. So if you try to, this script is still trying to delete myfile.txt, and myfile.txt is not even there, so it actually just throws this error. It says file not found error, no such file. And you could catch this error if you want. You could use like a try catch or whatever. But we're not going to do that. We're going to show one of the more common things people want to do is just check if a file exists. Pretty standard, quick little easy test that a lot of people look for how to do this. So we're going to show you how you can do this. So edit our script here, and we're going to add a quick little line. So I'm going to remove this first line here. All right, jump down here. Now I'm just going to copy what I have in this second example here. Paste it in, and check the link in the description if you want to find this guide on the right side here. Just check the link in the description of the video. We have it there. So anyways, what we're going to do here is we're still importing OS, and we say if, and we say os.path.exists, and specify the file that we want to check. and this will tell us if it, it records true if the file exists or false if it does not exist. So if it's true, meaning if the file exists, it will execute what's in this if statement. And that's going to say the same thing that we did before, os.remove myfile.txt. So it'll remove the file if it exists, right? So pretty simple there. We're going to go ahead and just run Python 3 delete py, and we know the file doesn't exist, so run it, and now we have no error. We can run that as many times as we want, no errors, right? So that's pretty nice. Now let's say if we recreate that file, right? So there we go. Let's verify that it's there. So now we have our script and myfile.txt in this directory. Now let's run this again. Now this will only delete it if the file exists, right? So let's run the script again, and we can see that it did delete the file. It successfully detected that the file exists first, and then went right ahead and deleted it. Now that the file is deleted, you can run the script again, no errors at all. So it'll delete it, but it only even attempts to delete it if it knows it's already there. So that's a pretty good deal. That's a very useful thing to know how to be able to do in Python. You can also specify it using the full absolute path if you like. So let's just show you how to do that. So edit our script again. Now you'll want to make sure to have the same path in exists and in remove. You could store them in a variable if you like. I'm not going to use that for this example. So I'm going to specify the full path. And there we go. So using a full path to this file, and we're going to recreate my file. And actually, all right, so you can see we have two files in here, my file and the script. Now, we're actually in a different directory. We're in test2. We're in a subdirectory. So before I go and run the script and have it fail, I'm going to fix this path real quick. All right, so there we go. Let's give this a shot. So there we go. We ran it, and we can see it did not delete our file. And that's because I completely used the wrong path. I'm using the path that I would normally use if I were logged in Linux. This is a Mac OS home directory, so it's going to be. I'm going to need to fix this again. No big deal here, but yeah, instead of home user, yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, the user directories aren't. It's not under users. It's not under home. It's under users in Mac OS. And today I just happen to be using Mac OS rather than Linux. I'm going to be doing that for a lot of these videos. All right, there we go. We fixed those paths. Now we can see. All right, we've got our two files there: the script and the file we want to delete. And we can just run it like that, and we can see now we've successfully deleted that file. We can run the script again, no big deal. Works just as it did before, except now we have except now we're using this absolute path. Now the file obviously doesn't have to be in the same directory. It can be anywhere. You could specify a file anywhere on your file system, so long as you have permissions to that file. Now that's about it. Hopefully this helps someone. Hopefully someone found this useful. If so, give me a thumbs up. You might want to hit the subscribe button. You might want to hit the little bell icon too. But definitely leave a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, criticisms, anything you want to say. If you know something I don't know, whatever you want to say, I probably want to hear it. So just do leave a comment down below. Hopefully this helped someone. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.